Three, two, one, action. Name,
Giancarlo,
Enrico,
George Lucas,
age,
30.
21.
25.
date.
April 25th, 2024.
So tell me about yourself.
I grew up in the south of Brazil and I come from an Italian family. I also went to school over there for communications, and my passion for fashion started at a young age by watching my grandma sewing for others. That was really, really cool.
I love with people that I love it, and people say that I'm a nice guy. I think I'm a nice person.
I'm Enrico. I just came here in the United States last 2019, so I'm the newbie, I think. And I'm 21, so still doing some school, doing some work, and doing this.
And how are we doing?
Doing great.
Great.
Pretty good.
So what would you say your lifestyle is right now?
At the moment, a lot of work towards the company for sure.
Mine is balance, so family, church, work, and also this.
I think I'm happy with my lifestyle right now. We are working a lot, but also we are having like a quality time.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
And a lot of our personal expansion for sure, yes.
I see myself accomplishing a lot of aspects of my life.
I would say successful, manifesting it.
What's the scariest thing you've ever done?
Leave my country as a young. That was only myself, travel around the world. That was hard, but I got it.
Besides a lot of other things, I still believe that immigrating to another country at a young age after fearing my own safety for being gay in my home country.
For me, it's opening a business, but with the right people, anyone can do it.
What would you say is your biggest achievement?
Having the honor to be here right now.
Create your icon.
Yeah, being here.
When and how did you guys come up with the idea of creating your company?
I feel like we all are going to have like a different side of view of the story, but for me it started with like struggling a lot with the job that George and I were doing at the moment, and fashion was one of our loves in common, and it was our only escape. We'd be like chit-chatting in the corners about like what we want to shop, what we want to buy, what we like and what we don't like. And after we met Enrico, it all came up to this.
As a fashion lover, I was always looking for a good deal, so I felt that something was missing. Why not open a company?
When it was last year around November was the first meeting of us three. This is the third time this idea was getting pitched to me, and I declined it twice. And when they did it to me, I just said yes. I think third time is a charm.
So when did you guys decide of the name Reicon?
A long story.
That was a long story, for sure. Probably a month after we talked, or like at least 2 or 3 weeks after we talked.
So Enrico came up with the idea like to be like a nosier, but it looked like
Skincare brand, you said.
brand, yeah.
And it was the backwards of Reicon. And they were saying that it sounded like skincare brand. So we just proceeded to do this as a regular, just Reicon. And it's the words or wording or like phrases that we use to do like redo, reuse, recycle. There's a lot of re-words. And I feel like it just matches overall with the company's mission, vision, and values.
Perfect. I love the name. Has the role of social media inspired the creation of your business? What else inspired the creation of your business?
For me, I do feel like by seeing, also feeling the pressure that social media was bringing to me, that in every 5 seconds, there's a new trend, there's something new going on, that made me realize the need, and also, of course, the huge necessity of finding the perfect balance between trendy and timeless for my own and personal style.
As always looking for something online and buying, we are seeing like a lot of not good deals, not like a good products. We are trying to find the balance like between like quality and also affordability.
As we said, passion for fashion, it's been the most common thing for us three, that we all love fashion. Growing up, thrifting with my grandmother too, it's nice to have that fulfillment when you find something that is really, really good, condition-wise and quality-wise, and also the value. That was the biggest thing that made me want to open a business about secondhand or pre-owned items.
How does it feel to start a business and see it slowly come alive?
A dream coming true.
Yeah, dream come true.
It's a lot, but every step of the way is very, very worth it. It might be stressful most of the time, but it's for us by the end of the day, so it's really worth it.
How happy are you on a scale of 1 to 10, business-wise?
I would say a 9.5. I am truly happy with every single way that we're following through. Every step is very important and every step is very peculiar. It's kind of balanced for me, at least, I would say.
I would say 9.5 too. It's not being easy, it's being hard, I'm not gonna lie, but we are happy though.
I would rate it a 10. It's hard for sure, but to have this opportunity is just like one of my biggest dreams and it's already coming true, so I would for sure do it again in another life.
Yeah.
So aside from your business, what else makes you happy?
For me, right now, I would say resting and quality time with the people I love, for sure.
Be with people that I love, be with my husband, with my little dog Kylie, and I think that's all.
Me time makes me happy. Right now, we don't get a lot of that, so to have some time for yourself makes me really thankful and happy.
Since you guys are entrepreneurs, what does it mean to be an entrepreneur for you?
Be passionate for what we are doing and not waiting about it.
To have control over my own story, for sure.
I don't know. When I say entrepreneur, I see like a person who's very successful. And for me to be one right now is gonna be a long journey for sure. So this is me starting my little journey.
So what have you guys learned from being an entrepreneur?
The real meaning of baby steps, for sure. If whenever we can plan and dream about doing something big, but we have to polish ideas and be on our foot, be on the ground and go slowly, for sure. So the real meaning of baby steps for everything.
And a lot of license, a lot of, as he said, a lot of like steps that we are following up really on the right thing, like on the right way, to not forget about anything.
To add on top of those things that they said, I think that all the legal stuff that needs to be done was a big learning.
Those are the things that you seem that they're like almost impossible for you to go and do, and then you just like, okay, we have to go somewhere and then do that paper, and then we just do it.
It looks like you don't have a choice. Well, you don't. You need to do those things to be a business.
Papers.
Yeah.
So would you say that being an entrepreneur has helped you grow as an individual?
Definitely, yes.
100%.
Yes, for sure.
Since being an entrepreneur means feeling the pressure from society and those around you, do you feel any pressure right now?
Yes, my aunt.
For sure.
Yes, I feel.
So why do you think you feel this pressure?
It's just something that it just always seems so hard and impossible to do it, and so hard to just have the mindset that you just have to start somewhere, and of course have the right people to start with. But if things start happening and everything just comes naturally, I would say.
I would say like since I'm doing something that I really like to do, this is the one of the cons.
I think with age, being the youngest or being a young entrepreneur, starting a business, even if it's small like this, would make you feel pressured in every way, shape, or form. It's just a matter of time when you got the whole gist of your business, that it's doing good, it's very successful. That's when it'll stop, but then I'm not there yet, so not gonna jinx it.
Yeah.
And how do you deal with pressure?
A lot of therapy, baby. But actually, I just try to pace myself so it doesn't control me.
Yeah. I breathe slowly and count to 3.
I try to be on top of my game while being very organized. I feel like if you have a list of things to do that you can cross out, that helps me a lot.
Ever since you guys started the company, how has this affected your free time and social life?
It affected me in a lot of ways, for sure, but before I would have like more free time with my friends. I have great friends, and right now we just have like better talks, I would say. We just all have like a lot in common, and we just got like a different level of talks, for sure.
Since I left my old job, right now I found like the perfect balance between job and like free time.
It affected me in a ton of ways for sure, but as people may know, I really work best when I'm busy. If I have a schedule that I follow, it's better for me, but now it's just better because this is mine. This is ours. This is
exactly
something that we would cherish until the end of us.
Yeah.
So how has having a business affected you in general?
I think it just had made me grow as a person in a lot of different ways.
Yeah, I think I feel different too. Like I feel more mature. I'm dealing better with all the things on my life.
I feel like I'm more matured too, I would say, because it's not just me that I'm representing. I'm also representing a company, so I need to be on top of my game in everything that I do. And of course I would feel pressured, but it's a good pressure, it's a good challenge.
And what are some boundaries that comes with starting a business with your friends?
After many years of a lot of different jobs, clocking in and clocking out kind of became like natural to me.
A habit.
A habit, yes. So whenever we're together, like our friendships and relationships, they stay aside and it's another clocking in. The only difference is that it's ours, and 100% ours. It's our passion. We're always going to be talking outside our meetings and our side, like our daily routines, but it's always a pleasure.
We are trying to separate like friendship from the business partner, but we are doing great. Right?
Yeah, I worked with George before, so that was always very natural for us to like, we would always like, everyone would be like, oh my God, you guys work so well together. And then we'd be like, yeah, we know. Yeah.
It was a little bit hard in the beginning because I personally didn't know them a long time ago. But during those times that we have meetings, I think it's just automatic to be professional. I'm young, but I can be professional in that way. And sometimes we would break it off for a joke and stuff and we can be friends again for like 2 seconds.
Yeah.
That's really important to have. Just not to be serious all the time, just because it'll overwhelm you if it was all like that.
Yeah.
We find our ways to be friends again even for a minute or two.
Yeah, for sure.
Since you guys are business partners, as of right now, what are some things you've learned about yourselves and each other?
And myself, I'm stronger than I think I am. And on Enrico, organization, for sure. And on George, persistency. We have a history by struggling a lot on our last couple of jobs. And I'm talking about this again because it's true. And we are always persistent and we never stop believing it on better days.
I've learned to be more resilient. From John to be more passionate. He has a passion to do, you know. And from Enrico, he's so bossy, you know, like I like the vibe.
With Enrico, something that not only that I learned, but I feel safe because whenever like we have to face any sort of like different or very difficult decision, or if something can threaten us, he has like the guts to go and fight for us, you know. I feel like he's that.
For myself, I've learned that even if I doubt myself, if I just keep doing it even little by little, I can get there. And I didn't know about that before because I would stop where I say no to myself right away. If I can't do it, like I would just shut down right away. Like I wouldn't even try. Now that I have these two with me, I feel like it's better because I get that little push to at least try, you know, like we don't have to be successful right away. If it fails in the middle of the game, it's okay. There's another one. I've learned a lot of things. Number one is patience from both of them. I'm very, very impatient. I get a little bossy and really grudgy sometimes, but with them, I feel more patient now. And that goes for the both of them.
And where do you see Re-Icon in 5 years?
Going global, having a huge variety of different products, and being a true reference for a conscious purchase in the market, in the fashion industry.
So definitely be a big company, have a store, and have a huge team.
Aside from that, success, being iconic, and I feel I would love to do this interview but with Forbes.
Going back to your individuality, what does your style say about you?
I feel like my style says a lot about someone who's looking for comfort, but still with hints from references from my entire life and things that I aspire and look up to.
As I've been gay, like for so long, I've been like trying to not be myself, to pretend that I was being someone that I wasn't. And right now I feel that I'm 100% George. I can wear whatever I want and I can be myself.
Yeah.
My style is usually very minimal, it's very classy. I've tried a lot of things from grungy to emo to Balenciaga looks that are just all black. But right now, I'm on the right balance of classy and always incorporate where it came from, the Philippines, the islands. And right now that we have Re-Icon, I want to incorporate that in every way, shape, or form that I wear something.
How will you show your individuality to your guys' business?
Having a business, it's gonna be a part of us to show who we are, but one thing in common is our passion for fashion. That's always been the core of this company. That's why we made it the first place. And to be iconic is one of the most important things that we want to share to the world, or the universe rather. Yeah.
Slowly, we're going to be defining better our parts in the business. But at the moment, I would say that it's just being present, trying to be proactive, and trying to give my best, and always to be there on every single moment of the way.
As a fashion model, carrying a lot of experience, a lot of things that I've learned in the past years. So it's been a good share with them all the stuff that I learned, and I think that's all.
How much do you think social media affects your purchases?
Not much at the moment. Right now, I just see social media as a huge display of ideas. So for that reason, I feel like my purchasing habits has changed a lot, and they're not mainly just inspired by social media. My secondhand purchasing habit goes back to way before, like when Instagram was only for iPhones. I know it just got really popular with Instagram and social media and everything, but I don't think that I'm that affected at the moment now.
Not much at the moment as well, because right now I just see trends, like some inspirations, but I'm not buying like as a before, like from like a fast fashion. So I'm looking for inspirations, and I go and find a good deals, like I go thrifting, like to find something that it's good, something from second hand.
I see a lot of inspiration on Instagram and every social media platform, especially with my generation, with circular fashion and secondhand shopping. So it's nice to see that it's not just a trend now, it's a lifestyle.
Yeah, and actually, like, in compare by being millennial before was not something that everyone would do. Right now, it's a reality. People are more conscious
huge.
about everything.
When you're buying something from second hand, you're giving more personality for your garment, you know. When you buy from fast fashion, you're gonna see like 10 people walk around wearing the same clothes. When you buy something from second hand, something it's like maybe from 70s or 80s, it's gonna be nice. You're gonna have like a unique piece.
To add on that, I feel like there's a lot of good quality items around, especially high-end ones that are not seen by the people because there's a lack of information and also lack of platforms when it comes to secondhand fashion. So opening up this business is another way of just not being fashionable and iconic, it's also being sustainable.
Since the company is about selling secondhand, what is your favorite secondhand item you ever bought?
Actually, mine was gifted by my husband. I got a Prada backpack that I love it from my last year's birthday.
My secondhand item was this sweater that I actually bought it with my mom like in 2011 around that. She used to go with me to thrifts and then I never decluttered that. So that one has a special feeling to me.
For me, it's my Balenciaga City bag from Nicola Jesquier's collection of the early 2000s once he first released the City bag. It was a big purchase for me, but having that opportunity to buy something that big and also to be helping with circular fashion and sustainability is just very fulfilling. It's not the best quality, of course it's used by many people I assume, but I love it still and it's in my closet sitting there.
Since your guys' company name is Reicon, what does it mean to be an icon for you?
An inspiration.
Someone that empowers others.
Someone that you look up to and you would follow.
And what is the mission of your company?
Our mission is to revolutionize the fashion industry by empowering people to buy second-hand items and to re-icon them.
And what is the vision of your company?
To inform and inspire our customers for a more conscious purchase.
What does this company value?
First is authenticity, second is sustainability, and lastly, experience.
What is your message to each other?
Let's not give up as hard as it gets. Yes.
Let's keep up with following steps that we are doing. We are doing great.
Let's all be patient with each other and try to be more understanding since this road is only gonna go way up.
To close off, what is your message to Reicon?
Reicon, I see you as my baby right now. I'll be here every step of the way, and not only you are going to be growing up with me, but I'm also going to be growing up even more with you for sure.
Reicon, keep going. You are doing great, and we must to know that in the future we're gonna be like so big, and I'm gonna be here with you.
Keep going up, and I always want to reach you up there.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like and share.
Subscribe, comments down below what you want to see next.
And follow us on all of our platforms at Reicon Collective. Bye!
Bye.